What is good? My name is PhaseOne, and I just released my brand new sample pack, Rocktronic Samples, on Splice. For those that know me, I have been doing rocktronic, metal step, whatever you want to call it, for the past decade. And it's been my mission to essentially merge the two genres of the rock metal world into electronic music. My background is from playing in bands, so I used to play guitar in bands before transitioning over to producing electronic music. And I think these days rocktronic as a whole is becoming more and more of a thing. You see more and more bands incorporating a lot of electronic elements in their songs, and vice versa. You see a lot of electronic producers incorporating like a lot more guitars and like live elements and like screaming vocals in their songs. So it's really cool to see people making that music that draws influences from that world. This pack has lots of guitars, lots of drums, lots of metal drums, and lots of basses for the EDM kids. I record all my guitars with that bad boy over there, and I've got a 8-string, which is packed away right now. But I use that for a lot of like the lower tone, djenty, chuggy stuff. But for the guitars, good example. I basically, for the guitars, it's pretty simple. I just DI it straight into my Apollo Twin, and then I run specific plugins. The guitar plugins I've been using as of late by Bogren Digital. Jens Bogren is a metal producer, engineer, and he's been in the game for like 20 years. And he has his own plugin company, and all the plugins are insane. So I pretty much just use those plugins on my DI, and that's pretty straight up how I record it. Bit of EQ as well. So let's just jump in for a sec into the demo pack that I made. This is a really good example of how you can use the samples. So jump into this section. I've got a metal section here, so let's play that real quick. All the drums are just laid out in one-shot fashion. Very straightforward, and I literally just dropped and dragged these samples in because they're ready to go. You don't need to do much to them at all. And then I dropped and dragged the guitars. And there's some vocals here as well, laid over the top. Nice big growl. This warning, this is a pretty heavy pack, by the way. It's I know it's called Rocktronic, but it gets pretty heavy at points. But then there's also nice melodic stuff like this section, which is all just dropped and drag samples into the session. So nice and melodic. The pack is full of these kind of samples, like melodic guitar riffs. And there's a bunch of clean guitar as well, like this. Then there's some more EDM elements like rises and falls and glitch effects. So yeah, I just dropped and dragged all these in and made this demo just straight up from dropping and dragging, playing a bit of Tetris, jumping everything around a little bit. And there's more stuff here for the dubstep kids. Plenty of bass sounds you can use. Bunch of one shots, bunch of loops that I just kind of dropped in and made a little groove out of. Really, I'm really loving where we're at with music these days. There's no boundaries. Everyone's experimenting with different genres, combining genres, like myself. So I thought, I'm really proud of this pack, and I think it's a great example of what you can do with combining rock and EDM elements. So I hope you can find a good use for it, whether it's in your rock song, your metal song, or whether you're trying to genre blend like myself. Or even in just your dubstep song. There's so many things, so many uses for this pack.